The following is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. The opinions stated in High from Space do not in any way reflect its parent company, the Milky Way Public Radio Broadcast System.
Since we're getting into the high school conversation or the school lunch conversation, how many years ago was it since we graduated? It was 93.
29 years ago.
Yeah.
Or it's got to be 29 years ago.
Yeah.
Right now it's 28.
30. Did you ever think like when we were graduating?
Not 29 years.
2023, it will be 30 years.
Yeah.
Because we graduated in 93.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
We're older. We're 2 years older. We'll die. Well, maybe not. Who knows?
Hopefully not, dude.
Hopefully none of us ever die. Wouldn't that be great?
Well, that would be pretty good. I feel like that's unrealistic, but that seems good.
That's what I've been searching for my whole life.
Maybe we got to find the fountain of youth. Why don't we cut out of this whole podcasting thing and we'll start exploring, South America, see if we can find it. We could film it.
South America.
Isn't that where it is?
I don't know.
South America? You want to find South America? I think we could do it. And then there's stuff that isn't funny, but you're like, if you cut it right here, that'll be funny.
SUBBASC,
sub-bases for you and me. Nice mug.
Oh, yeah. Just got it.
Nice one. Nice one.
I put the BS in MPRBS.
Hey, do you know if somebody can get sick if you don't wash your hands and then you give them some food?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think that's true.
I think that might be why Jess isn't here tonight. I brought her a meal.
And again?
What's that?
Did you serve her shit food again?
I didn't mean to. Hand washing. I don't got time for that. I got too much to do. Being a production assistant is a busy job.
Well, of all the people I know that should be washing their hands after they take a shit, it's you.
Well, you're right.
You wipe worse than any human being on the face of the earth.
Oh, it's a wild storm down there. My hands just.
It's a crazy thing to know.
Yeah. Maybe I should get a bidet. Anybody got a bidet?
So yeah, you've probably poisoned her with poo particles. Farticles.
The farticles in the fart jar. She should be back next week. I apologize.
It's horseshit. I miss Jessica.
Yeah. She adds a little certain something to the show. A little something that's not here when she's not.
What?
Yeah, mainly her.
Yeah.
When she's not here.
Is it her?
Jessica is the person that's not here.
Yeah, Jessica, that's the thing that's not here is her.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I got it now.
You got it?
Yeah. My nipples double as antenna, so if you need some more, I can release the beast. Just let me know.
Jess isn't here. Don't you really think we should get this on the road? Don't you think we should get started?
I suppose.
Well, then why don't we get this thing started?
All right, let's do it.
I just said that. I just fucking said it.
Well, okay, say it again.
I just said, oh, my fucking word.
One more time. Just one more time.
Hey, why don't we get this thing?
Oh, God, I can't wait to cut you off.
You cut me off, you're fucked. I'll fucking kill you. You ever been killed before?
Right,
you never been killed by a gangster like me.
Oh, damn.
Hot damn. Shit.
Hey, life forms. How you doing? Welcome back to High from Space, the show where we learn a little something about this planet Earth. I'm your host, F. Roy, with my co-host, The Cause, and Jay. As you can see, Jessica's not here. She's sick because Jay gave her some diarrhea food.
Yep, he shit poisoned her like a fucking animal.
Hopefully she recovers and learns. Which kind of this is on her too. I mean,
you don't ask.
I've had Jay give me food too. You know what I do? I throw that shit away. Don't eat that shit.
No, it's no good.
After she got sick the first time.
You would think she would learn.
She doesn't.
I know. Oh, I didn't realize I had my wrong headphones on. This is just a little thing, folks. Usually you can't see these big cans.
You want to see my cans? You want to see some cans? So yeah, I mean, it is really on Jess. It's not, it's not on me. She knows I don't wash my hands. I don't get time for that.
I feel like you both have a little bit of blame where we really just stop making food for people. I don't know if anybody else got theirs in the mail yet. I don't think so, but the new mugs station just sent me the new mugs. We haven't got ours. This is just the ones from corporate, but
I haven't got
you can get those
yet.
up at the old website.
The gift store.
If you want to support the channel, just look in the comments below. You'll find a link to our merchandise there.
Please buy stuff. I'm not going to make it.
Yeah.
Help the cause.
Help the cause.
I need to support this coconut addiction, so I need help.
That's also a cause.
I want to get back to Earth and get back to my life at some point.
Yeah. I feel you.
Working off this debt.
You got a lot of debt behind you?
Yeah, man. This spaceship is not cheap to maintain.
Oh, believe me, I know. I've got the same model.
Yeah, but you probably haven't changed any of the fluids in like...
No, he just sits in one spot.
40,000 light years.
Look at this. I'm running just fine. I'm going through space like a madman right here.
Yeah, it's probably leaking some sort of fucking shit all over space.
This has been a long journey. This is my trip back from Earth. Like, I dropped off that food for Jess a while ago. I didn't realize how far of a trip it was. I'd usually taken a pod down or got ported down, and now I am driving back through space. And good Lord, I feel like I've been traveling for hours. You know what I got her though? I got her this pizza that reminded me of, you guys remember, back in high school, Fridays, they would serve that pizza. Oh, the fucking cheese was a solid piece, and it was just, the sauce was amazing. So I brought that to her, and I must have got a little poo particles on it.
I did not like a centerpiece on that pizza. Like, I did not. I wanted an edge.
That pizza was fucking horrible.
Oh,
horrible.
You're a sinner.
I loved it in every school that we went to. Elementary.
Middle school. High school.
What is that pizza? Could we order that pizza if we wanted to get it at our homes?
Closest you can get is probably Elio's, but Elio's is better.
Oh.
But if I really wanted it, I'm pretty sure I could lock it down.
Yeah.
I have an inside connection to the, where, most of these schools
you got an
get
in with
their
the lunch
stuff.
ladies.
Yeah, I got an in with a lady that's one of the higher ups at a shipping company. Yeah.
I always asked for the center cut.
No, thank you. I want that crust.
Talk amongst yourselves, though. Keep recording.
I'm not talking to fucking him.
Oh.
You'll be fine. It's just a moment, bud. I know.
This fucking guy.
You don't really have to talk to him. If you just don't say anything, he'll just babble on.
They fucking ship him up here with us by accident.
Wait.
I know. Well, oh, Jesus Christ. You're going to make his brain explode. I'll be back. Hold on.
Yeah. We'll get back to that later on. Well, now that he's gone. Hi, God. I'm Jay. I'm your host for High from Space.
We're not doing this?
No?
We're not doing this?
All right. Okay.
Roy is the captain of this thing.
Captain
I don't
Frank.
need any fucking usurping happening.
No, I told you a few episodes ago, I'm done with that. Frank is our capitano. I will follow him I'll follow him to the ends of the earth and beyond.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Captain Frank. Woo! Yeah, but I've bought Elio's pizza since our time in high school, and it doesn't taste the same to me.
I'm the same way. I think it doesn't taste the same, and I also do not like Elio's one bit. Elio's is gross, unless it's give me an Elio's French bread pizza, because occasionally they did that in school too.
Yeah, I do remember that.
They occasionally did French bread pizza were fucking great.
And for me, Thanksgiving was so good. The special holiday meals.
God.
I
was not a fan.
No, I didn't like turkey.
I like the Thanksgiving one. But
You know what I also enjoy is the government cheese.
Oh yeah, the block cheese.
My God, dude. That block yellow cheese has like,
Dude.
It could be a tasty snack and also ammunition.
there was just a tray out in the open
Yeah.
of just cut up 4-inch by half-inch logs, and you could take as much as you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
took a fistful nearly every day.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, why not? It's there. Like the Kokana
Yeah.
factory that I visited.
It was the same thing. The amount of dairy that I would intake on a daily lunch. I mean, granted, I was a fat kid, so. Although there'd be those kids sometimes, those long, skinny kids
Mhm.
Yeah.
that eat
Yeah.
like a ton. What other meals did they have in high school that were good? Like, I know in grade school, and I think I've told you about it before, where we had hot lunch in the basement of Leonard School, which was built in like 1883 or something crazy. And in the lunchroom, they just had, I think just like these big convection ovens, like toaster ovens, that would just reheat bullshit.
Mhm.
And like you would get this fried chicken in a box, and it was like a Hungry Man meal fried chicken, but somehow in that box it was the greasiest, most delicious fried chicken I feel like I've ever had.
Oh,
So good. And it came with like a McDonald's hash brown. That was chicken, a McDonald's hash brown, and a biscuit. Sometimes it would come with a beat down, like half an ear, little thing of corn.
oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. Give me that picnic basket for lunch.
Yeah, dude, that was
Yogi
great.
Bear style. Like, I never got anything like that, but like I
It
think
was
about
really
that
weird. It was
now.
the only school I ever had that kind of shit. And we had those. We had things that were called hoagies that I did not like, but I would eat, which was weird because they were bologna sandwiches. But they were bologna sandwiches on a torpedo roll covered in cheese, and the cheese would be everywhere. And I think I would get it on me usually because I'm a mess.
Like
And I bet-
shredded cheese.
No, it was all gooey, melted. Like it was it was as if they microwaved a sandwich in a bag and the cheese exploded all over it. It was fucking horrible.
I enjoyed, and nobody seems to remember, it was the hobo sandwich. It was almost what you just described. It was a torpedo roll with bologna and cheese, and it had lettuce and tomato on it, and I think like a touch of mayonnaise.
Pocket mayonnaise is the best mayonnaise.
Packet mayonnaise is the best mayonnaise.
Pocket mayonnaise is the best mayonnaise.
Packet mayonnaise is the best mayonnaise.
And I got rid of the lettuce and tomato. I essentially was eating a bologna sandwich, and man,
Right.
whew.
I'm allergic to hobos.
You're not allergic, Jay. You're just afraid.
I don't want to come in like contact with them.
You're just afraid of hobos.
Well, chicken nuggets. We're good.
Middle school chicken nuggets sucked. High school
school.
chicken
High
nuggets, if
school,
you
high
guys
school,
can
high
remember, were
High school chicken nuggets were good.
Yeah.
dude, the 5 or 6 nuggets, the giant pile of chips,
The
a
barbecue
half
sauce.
a loaf of bread,
Mm,
the barbecue sauce. Oh man.
yeah.
I'd get my tray and I would pump barbecue sauce all over all the chips. And this is true fat kid style right here. And I'd get they'd have just a stack of white bread out at the end, and I'd grab a stack of that and get to the table and eat the nuggets, and then make barbecue and potato chip sandwiches
Mm.
and eat 2 or 3 of those at lunch at the table. And then also drink anywhere from 3 to 5 milks. 5 was excessive, but 3 was an average day, like a chocolate or 2 in a coffee, maybe all chocolate, never white milk. Oh,
Oh no, fuck that.
No.
Chocolate milk. Coffee
Oh.
milk.
Always chocolate milk.
I like flavored milks. I wish they were more readily available to me at all times. Strawberry milk, marshmallow milk. Ooh, forget about it. Banana milk, the king of all milks, as far as I'm concerned.
banana milk is the king of all milks, and that was not something I got in school.
Did you ever milk a banana?
No. So,
Yeah, a couple times.
uh,
It happens.
uh,
DP had the best lunches, though. We had chaotic lunches there, did we not?
DP.
DP, what are you talking about?
Dalmacian Poo High School? Yeah. We remember when we would, someone would drop a plate.
What the fuck is he talking about?
I have no idea. We didn't go to DP. We went to BP.
BP? Is it? No. Dalmacian Poo High Bristol Prim.
I swear to fuck.
Wait.
Okay.
We used to drop plates, right?
This explains a lot, I suppose.
What?
Yeah. And it also explains nothing.
Yeah.
What is there to explain? We went to Dalmacian Poo High School, and we graduated in 93, you and me, Efroy, and the cause 2 years later, he graduated. We used to drop plates, and people would lose their mind and scream things, and then it would get quiet. And then that one kid, he would yell something awful like...
Yeah. Terrible things.
Terrible things.
Yeah.
I used to yell sex. Remember that? I'd just be like, sex!
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my thing.
Yeah, so all of that is correct.
Yeah.
All of that was correct except the name of the school you went to.
Yeah, we all went to school together. We all graduated together. It was you've got some false memories happening here in BP. It was a regional vocational technical high school.
And we were in commercial art together. And the cause was in carpentry.
I was in carpentry, yes.
Yeah. DP. That was the school we went to. DP.
No.
Okay. It's all DP with him.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. I mean, years of my life were spent in DP. DP. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. DP.
Yeah.
Fucking Dalmacian Poo High School.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes could you imagine a school named Poo in the name? I mean, I suppose in a country where the word means something else, but
even then, they're still not going to name it Poo High School.
Yeah, Poo is Plymouth in Dalmacia, right?
We're from Earth. We went to high school at Bristol, Plymouth, in Massachusetts.
I went there.
Yeah,
we all went there.
It might be this Kokana binge I'm on.
And then after we graduated, you worked at an arcade.
That's where we kind of all really...
We kind of met up again. We saw you. It was years afterwards, though. And you were waiting tables at the arcade.
Yeah, I remember that.
We played the Polybius game.
Polybius, yes. You were the only one that understood it the way I did.
That's how we got here. And then we recruited the whole thing, And then they took you. It was supposed to be two of us.
We were in training class, and I've never been good at school, and they took us in, and then they took you somewhere else.
I don't remember any of this. You guys are out of your mind.
Well, they took you somewhere else because you kept talking about needing to go home and you had shit to do or something.
Yeah.
You're gonna miss your shift and lose your job.
That was a good job. I like that job. Didn't pay so well.
No, this is much better.
So I'm supposed to just come to terms with the fact that everything I believed in is wrong?
No, it's just if you think real deep, I'm sure there's a bunch of shit you can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
You went to that high school, but what city was it in? Do you remember that? I'd imagine they fucked up your brain or something. So now there's some stuff that's kind of hazy. It's like a bad video game. You're like a bad video game.
I suppose if our memories line up, does it really matter?
No, it's fine. I don't care. It's easier than trying to convince you of something.
All right.
Well, anyway, so now that you're up to speed, that's how we got here. We were recruited for this show.
Recruited.
We played the game. I mean, it's basically The Last Starfighter.
So you guys were recruited, but I was a tag-along?
Yeah, they didn't know what to do with you, so you're just here now. And so they gave you a job as a production assistant.
They couldn't send you back.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because you would tell everybody about this, and no one's supposed to know that's on that planet.
You'd never stop talking.
Yeah, I can't keep my mouth shut, I'll be honest. I probably would have. Yeah,
we're just here to help present the people of Earth and the cultures of Earth that we know of in the best way we can from our perspectives to the rest of the universe. That's kind of what we're doing. And that's what we were assigned to do, so that we gave you a production assistant job, and then you're just a pain in the ass, so we let you be on the ship.
I excel in that. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you say stuff that's fun sometimes.
I feel bad for, sabotaging my cartridge and trying to destroy your pod and take over the show. I'm sorry.
I know. It's fine. It's fine. I get it.
It's all
you're
under
a
the
fucking
bridge.
dummy. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Sometimes dummies do dumb things.
Yeah. Sometimes I keep doing the same dumb shit over and over.
I mean, shame on us for underestimating your...
The power of the dumb.
Yeah. The same mistakes sometimes we claim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember when the smokers? Remember they would smoke outside the window there?
Oh yeah, when we first were there before they changed the law.
Yeah, it looked like there was a fire going on outside the outside the fucking the lunchroom.
Yes.
You look out the window and just see fucking smoke.
I could go for a cigarette.
Yeah, it always looked like it was cold out, even in like June or May.
Just because there's fucking 30 kids sitting against the wall ripping butts.
And then they changed the law and made it so you couldn't smoke on school grounds anymore. Because we had a few years of like teachers' lounges where the doors would open up and just smoke would pour out.
Oh, it's awful.
Our teachers smoked
in
the room. Mr. Eugenio smoked butts in our classroom.
Lisa, who would also smoke at that time. She was only with us the sophomore year, and then I think she died, or I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened to her. She wasn't with us anymore.
Who? What?
Yeah, the girl she had dark hair, glasses. Then she
must be another one of those fucking scrambled memories.
She got her throat cut, I think. And she never sounded the same afterwards. No.
Oh yeah.
Then she got her throat cut, and then they took her out of class. So maybe we were from DP and not BP. Maybe you were wrong.
No, we went to BP.
Did you guys have what was the guy that had big toes for thumbs? The math teacher. You know the guy. Do you remember him?
I
the guy with
he
the
had
math teacher with big toes for thumbs.
He had to replace his thumbs got destroyed or something in a terrible accident. So they took his big toe. That's what he said. I don't know if it's true or not, but
dude, that would have been on the news. I feel like if they did a toe to thumb transplant.
It didn't happen while we were in high school. It happened before. Maybe it was Nam. I don't know.
He got his thumbs blown off, so they took his big toes.
I think that's.
I don't think I ever had that. I think it's the teacher you're thinking about was bald with like a mustache.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a funny guy.
Yeah.
He was. I think he passed away not too long after we graduated.
Well, probably because of the toe problem. How did he walk after that?
Very carefully.
I remember I had him senior year for like a day, and it was accounting math, and I was just like, so they showed the stuff, and we were going to learn how to write checks. In hindsight, I probably should have taken that class. That would have been better for my economic standpoints. But so I transferred out into Mr. Rose's class for a calculus.
He had the hook.
He was a good teacher as a senior. I had him, and oddly, I had Mr. Rosa for a day freshman year, where I had learned that he hates freshmen because he told us. And then I transferred out of his class after a day because it was for accounting, and I was like, why am I in this class? I don't get this. This is weird. So then I transferred out.
Do you remember that, like, at lunch, they would have, like, because you always had your main lunch. There was always a backup lunch, but every day there was also fruit cups available. Usually pears.
Yeah, PB&J too, right?
PB&J was available every day as well.
Yeah, which is crazy. That ain't happening now.
The fruit cups were where it was a fruit salad, pears, or prunes.
Prunes.
They served prunes at BP every day.
I don't remember that.
They went in the fruit, dude. Like I remember it. Yeah,
I never really got the fruit.
I got the fruit every day as well. Like I never got pears. If it was peaches or fruit salad, I was in.
Yeah, I remember upperclassmen from other shops every day would take the desserts, and then they would all spit in them and then put them on our table.
Oh,
yeah, it was a nice thing they would do.
Yeah, they were sweet.
Yeah,
sweet pecker.
Being in commercial art, you get yelled at and stuff. Luckily, I was friends with kids in other shops, like your shop, cause.
Yeah, I just got tortured.
The mean kids.
All the mean football kids.
Yeah, I mean, they were all mean kids. We had our own mean kids too, but they weren't as mean as you guys.
No,
They looked meaner, but they were actually way nicer.
Yeah. Unless it was your birthday and they beat the tar out of you on your birthday. They would just.
Yeah, that was you.
Me.
That wasn't good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, my arm was black and blue from shoulder to elbow. It was so bad. But I sit there and took it because I was not going to not take it. I was like, go ahead. Give me what you got. And it hurt.
Yeah, it was a mess.
We really come from the last generation of a certain
physical abuse.
Yeah, not just that, but like a lot of things like that of bullying and stuff where it was almost acceptable.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, kids got away with it. It still wasn't acceptable. It was still pretty fucking detrimental.
Right.
You know, those kids that I look back on now, and I wasn't a bully per se, but I wasn't sometimes the nicest person, and sometimes I should have talked to that weirdo kid, but I didn't talk to that weirdo kid.
Yeah.
I just,
You always got to talk to the weirdo kid. I feel like that kid needs it the most.
Of course.
There were some kids that and I don't feel like I picked on people because I was never in a position to pick on people, but there were some kids that I pushed the envelope to the point where I could see why there are school shootings from time to time. It's never acceptable, never the right choice to make, but I can see how kids are pushed to that point where it's just yeah.
Oh, for sure.
There's a little education for you, Earth. Be nice to your kids.
Yeah. People should be nicer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got into fights. I was picked on.
Mm-hmm.
I was picked on. I got into fights. I got my ass kicked a few times. I had people that just didn't like me for no good reason. I hated high school and loved it all at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, you were someone's brother, which always makes it tough. Sometimes you could get shit for being someone's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. My brother was mostly well-liked, but he had a few dickheads in his shop that would fuck with me. Because that was my first shop freshman year, was electronics. What an outdated shop. It was outdated when my brother was going through that shop.
Yeah, I'm sure it's updated now, but back then, so much stuff. We just missed the cusp of so many things that were about to change and about.
When I graduated, there was a computer in the entire school. It was owned by a
we had
teacher.
To share it.
It was one teacher bought a computer for it himself. It was an Apple. It was a Mac, and he wheeled it around, and I had that same teacher for summer school.
There was a science teacher that had a bunch of computers in the room because I remember we used to shove shit in the disk drives.
Yeah, but those are useless computers. Those were just
Apple IIes or
Clark's Miss Clark's computers that never went on. Those were just left over. They couldn't because we put acid in the drives and pencils, and we ripped all the keys off the keyboards. What a bunch of fucking animals.
We were savage beasts.
Yep.
Crazy.
What about the Miss McFadden story?
Miss McFadden?
The guy that took a shit in her class and then was carried out on the shoulders.
Yeah, that happened.
Like a champion?
Oh, yeah, that's a real thing that happened. Yeah.
Shit in the back of the class. Bet that he wouldn't shit in the back of the class, and he shit in the back of the class, and
we
carried out like
a hero.
Like he saved lives.
Yeah. We did so many things that were detrimental to our own existence at the time, not just shitting in classrooms, but we used to throw milks into the rafters and
all those things. Yeah. Throwing trash up above the rafters, and there were just rotten milks up there.
Yeah.
And so in our shop, it was more psychological damning. We did throw trash and milks up on the top that Jay got caught for eventually. But other than that, we were really just crazy. You guys did really violent things. We did psychotic things.
Yeah. Breaking into the classroom and stealing the shop teacher's picture of his kids and replacing it with a demon.
With the goat of Mendes?
Yeah. Oh my God. And he didn't notice for a while.
The goat of Mendes, yeah.
He didn't notice that for a while. And then we just had to go to guidance and be like, we're sorry. I understand why that was bad. Like, you don't think we didn't understand, but we were kids. So,
But it wasn't all malicious. Like the time that we had a sub and I put Elvis up on the moon.
dude, that was the most ridiculous thing for someone to get so upset about.
I know. But he did.
Yeah, he was super.
Jean-Luc Picardi.
Yep. Yeah, he was super fucking pissed. And you put it up there with wax.
Yeah, it
Fine.
wasn't like
Comes
it
off
was
super easy, dude.
Yeah.
Such a
No.
fucking baby. Elvis on the Moon was so fucking funny. I forgot about Elvis on the Moon.
That might be in my high school yearbook memories.
I believe it is.
Yeah, I think
I
it
believe
is.
it says Elvis on the Moon.
Yeah, I feel like everyone in commercial art might have Elvis on the Moon in their memories.
Yeah. I mean, oh! Remember the time we sent him a flower on that day?
Yeah, that we said we hope you die soon. Could you imagine if you did that now? Holy fuck, dude!
You'd get arrested.
Dude, they wouldn't have delivered it to him.
No, they would have read it and been like, "Let's call somebody."
Yeah, they would call the FBI, and when we get arrested, we're like, we don't really want to kill him. We just thought that was funny because we don't like him.
Yeah, no, we paid money. We paid actual money to have flowers sent to somebody.
Yeah, we were really bad people in hindsight. Oh, I'm so sorry about that poor guy.
Yeah.
But he was a jerk, dude. He
would use his middle finger to point at everything.
If you look over here.
Look over here. 3-point, worm's eye perspective over here.
Right here. Worm's eye.
Yeah, right
bird's
there.
eye. It's the bird's eye perspective right up here.
He was probably legitimately flipping us all off.
See, I would have thought he was funnier if that was the case, but he was like very religious and stuff. There's no way.
He was Jewish,
Like
wasn't
him. I don't know.
I think they're both dead. Both are shop teachers, and
yeah, those poor guys. Hopefully we weren't their last class.
That school
You
was, I mean, that we really didn't have much of an education at all. Like, because we had 3 shop periods during the week, and then we had shop the whole other week.
We essentially had 2 years of high school and 2 years of shop.
Yeah.
And then the shop, what were they called?
It's time for the galaxy's favorite quiz show, Who Dat? What's His Face? With your host, Jessica Schwartzmeyer. Or not.
Not practicals.
The shop language, languages and shit counted as foreign language.
No. What the shop?
The electives?
What your shop? The school, the classes that had to do with your shop.
Oh yeah, you're
related.
Yeah.
Related periods. I got related periods. Wow. Who dat? What?
Yeah, you turned into the fucking Nutty Professor there for a second. Yeah. The school and the shop and the classes.
Hey,
what the fuck?
If you subtract the time that we spent in the related classes, 3 classes a day, we really didn't get 2 years of.
But the related classes were that they had that, like, they were counted because there was math in those classes.
Yeah,
pikas and points.
If there was different types of things you had to learn how to read. Like for me, it was blueprints and stuff. So you did get more stuff. Like you did get more education. It was just
just not the other kind of boring stuff.
Have either of you ever measured anything in pikas since leaving high school?
Oh, all the time. I look at stuff and think that's about 6 pikas right there. You know what? It might be 3 points, 6 pikas and 3 points.
Yeah, I think that's.
It's a math that's not. It's not metric. It's specific to printing.
Yeah,
math. Yeah. There's points and pikas.
That makes us smarter than anyone else on the planet.
Yeah, it's probably a dead language. I feel like at this point they would have been like, "That's dumb. Just use centimeters and shit."
It's like Sanskrit.
I think Photoshop still you can shoot. Hang on, now I got to check.
Freshman year, I had to take a shit so bad, and I was in auto body at the time because I was in my exploratory period of my freshman year, and you'd float around to different shops. I was in auto body, and I had to take a shit really bad in class. I asked to go to the bathroom, and I went into the boys' room, and I said,
You
it's
forgot to say
cool.
Oh,
Nope,
okay.
nope. I said, it's cool. And there was dudes in there smoking, and the stalls have no doors on them, and they're low enough that you could look at the person sitting on the toilet next to you.
You can make direct eye contact.
Yeah, and my body was just like, nope, you can't shit here.
No.
So
That's for safety, yeah.
I attempted to go to my shop, and I was a freshman, and that was a death move. But still, I did it, and I was told I couldn't use the bathroom in there because the toilet was clogged, and it was. And then I went to the nurse's office, and she told me to go to the boys' room, and I told her I couldn't, and then she called me a big baby.
Yeah, that's abusive.
The nurse called me a big baby, and then let me use her bathroom. Oh, just use it. Stop being a big baby.
Yeah,
like
you know what it is I bet you her bathroom, if she's in the women's room, I don't think they had those walls for some reason.
Not even the women's room. The nurse's office had a private bathroom.
But she's probably been in the ladies' room, the girls' room.
Yeah.
You would imagine. I don't know why, I guess, but maybe she
But
hasn't.
also, I learned the trick later on to go use the gym bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Because during gym class, nobody's in that bathroom while people are doing gym.
And then if someone does go in there, they're just going to be like, oh, shit, dude, they're going to take a leak. And they're going to be like, oh, and they're going to leak really quick. And you're going to be out of there before they're back. What's up, Corey?
Taking a shit.
Someone took a dookie.
Corey's coming out of the locker room. He just took a shit.
Someone stinks like dookie up in here.
Yeah, pikas and points are still included in Photoshop.
You had to go fucking check that?
Yeah, I checked the mainframe.
I forget every other than pikas and points, the names of them. I feel like I forgot everything about that.
I have no idea. I mean, it's not useful.
Hey, dude, you still learn stuff from being around people. BP wasn't that bad. They had really good math.
Yeah, but I just never was good at math. After like sophomore year.
Well, that's not the school's fault. You're basically saying the school's shitty because you were a horrible student.
Yeah.
That school sucks because I'm dumb.
Yeah, but you were a good carpenter, right?
I was a good carpenter.
The school fucking did what it's supposed to.
Yeah, no, it did. For me, it did what it was supposed to. I liked BP.
No, I didn't hate it, but I feel like it was in a lot of ways useless. The social part of it was nice, but I feel like I learned more from that than I did from the academics at the school. I feel like I knew most of everything that they were trying to teach me anyway. And I just didn't give a shit anymore by the time, I was a junior. I was just like, fuck this. I'm going to be the biggest rock star in the world. I don't have to, or I'm going to work. I don't need to worry about this shit.
I know those types of delusions.
F. Roy, we have any sponsors this week?
Yeah, this week's episode is brought to us in one sponsor. Let me find the first one here. This one, and this one's hot off the press. This just came in.
A new one.
It's a new one. It's from a potato named Doug. Doug is the largest potato ever to be unearthed. And Doug has taken out a sponsorship because he thinks everyone needs to see him.
Well, let's take a look at him. Did he send us a picture?
Oh, he did. Doug looks like a baby.
Oh, baby Doug.
Oh, Doug.
I want to hold him and cherish him.
Oh,
I want to cradle him and rock him.
It's a giant.
If Doug wasn't
potato.
a sponsor this week,
you would eat Doug.
I would
eat the shit out of Doug.
If Doug wasn't a sponsor, I would. I'm telling you, I gonna keep it to myself.
Oh yeah, I know what you would do to
Doug.
Nope.
So the great thing about Doug is going to be made into vodka, I believe.
Nice. I would drink Doug.
Yeah. So eventually you'll be able to drink Doug. It's Doug's from New Zealand, and
I hate you so much.
I'm sorry.
I hate you so much. I just want to choke you to death.
Doug weighed 17 pounds.
I just want to wrap my hands around your throat and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. And just before you die, I'm going to let off.
Okay.
So you can get a good big breath. And then I'm going to start choking you all over again.
This is hot. This is turning sexy.
It is. All right. I'm sorry. What's going on with Doug?
Yeah, what's happening with Doug? Whoa, he looks a little browner there. Did they?
It's another angle of Doug. It's fresh out of the ground, Doug, right there. Where it kind of looks like a seal.
He
or
looks like
something
he's
like
got
that.
tumors.
Yeah, it looks really yucky.
He looks like that guy that had the world's biggest testicles.
Oh yeah, he could sit on them. Yeah, let's take a look at that.
He carried around a milk crate to rest his balls on.
That's rough, man.
So that's from Doug. And then who was one of our other new
Do you
sponsors?
need your balls
there?
to get an erection?
No.
Okay, thank you. Because I would just cut him off if I was.
I don't think
No,
so.
you wouldn't.
I felt way too confident
You
about
don't
that.
just
answer,
cut
but
him off.
I think you don't just cut him off, but
No, because
can. Go ahead.
that means that you become a eunuch.
Well,
and then you lose all your testosterone, like your testosterone will stop producing.
So there's nothing you can do about that?
About what?
Like elephantitis of the testicles.
You can get it treated. Yeah. Before he passed, he had it treated and like it was, I don't remember if he had it removed, but he used to wear like hooded sweatshirts as pants and keep his nuts in the hood part of it tied up.
There is no God. There is no God. I mean,
your God is dead.
Now let's go back to our final sponsor of the night. It's words are hard. When you're tripping, words are hard. So if you find that you're in a situation when words are hard, you might be tripping. You may also be having an aneurysm or a stroke. So if you don't think you took a hallucinogen, you should probably check into that. But yeah, words are hard.
Yeah, sometimes words are just hard in general.
Sometimes words are hard, but
yeah.
I'm gonna stop talking. Words are hard.
Words are not flaccid. That's all I got to say about that.
Words are turgid. Turgid is one of my favorite words.
I don't know what that means.
Erect, stiff, at full mass. My dick is turgid.
Ooh,
turgid.
Back in high school, I hated gym because I was never comfortable about taking my pants off around a bunch of other people. Could be men, could be women. And I just dreaded that period every day whenever we had gym.
I didn't mind that. Like that, for me, that was never an issue. Like I couldn't have showered with people, but I had to change and shop all the time. Like I had to change into my shop clothes. A bunch of us, like 15 guys, young men between the ages of, 16 and 18, changing right by the main door to the shop. So anybody could have walked in and we were all standing in our underwear. It was crazy. But gym, that never bothered me. The only time that I ever got bothered in gym was I got pants just as the girls were coming out of their locker room. And I lost it, man.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Oh, man, it sucked.
You're not prepared. You can't fluff up or anything. You're just like flaccid and like a little baby,
Yeah, like I discovered in school that I didn't have to take gym with the boys.
Right.
I could go take gym with the girls.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could go play kickball if I wanted to. I could go do whatever the girls were doing. Guys were way too competitive unless it was like dodgeball or what was it?
It's time for the galaxy's favorite quiz show, Who Dat? What's His Face? With your host, Jessica Schwartzmeyer. Or not.
Was it wall or
what
was it called at BP?
I think it was just dodgeball, wasn't it?
Battle
just
ball or
dodgeball?
something like that. Bombardment.
Battle ball? Bombardment. That is it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That brought me back.
Yeah.
Bombardment.
I came down to, it was me and Mock once. I was like, oh no, this isn't good.
Yeah, no, he's gonna
I had a
cream
ball
me.
and he didn't. And I was like, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. And I threw it and he just caught it. And that was it.
Yeah, he just caught it. That was it. That's much better than him whipping it at your head.
It was way better.
Just like, I just want to throw this to him and then it'll be over.
I might be the first loser, but I still,
You still won in a way.
In a way, yeah.
He was a strong dude. I grew up with him. He was a good friend. He was just a good dude and mean. He was an evil bastard, but he was funny.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know I had him in shop.
He was mostly nice.
Lunatic.
But if you were playing football against him or something, or competitive sports with him, it's brutal.
I would never find myself in that position. So thankfully all my interactions with him were positive.
With bombardment, I remember my strategy was always, especially early on, was to try to get a ball and hold on to it.
Yeah.
And use it to deflect balls. And then eventually, like I pulled off once. And I also got tagged out multiple times trying to pull the trick off. Holding a ball, deflecting it, it went up in the air. I threw it, got somebody out, and then caught the ball that I bounced up in the air over my head.
That's beautiful.
And was ready for the next one. I got hit a bunch of times trying to pull that off. I only pulled it off once. Bombardment also, it had the cone with the wiffle ball on it.
Yeah, you could
So
knock
if
it
you
off.
knock that over, game over as well.
Right.
Right. So it was kind of like a little bit like cricket.
Cricket.
I believe it's
Cricket.
Cricket.
It's cricket.
Remember they had
A soft T.
Hawker? Was that the name of it? There was a ball. There was a game with a giant ball that they stopped playing, I think, after people got fucked up.
I tell people about it. They don't believe me that we actually played a game called Hawker.
Yeah.
Hawker.
And I'm like, yeah, it was just an amalgam of a bunch of different sports for the thing. I was like, it was a giant ball. If you could kick it, you could bounce it, you could roll it, and depending on how you got it in the net is what kind of score you got.
Yeah. And the ball was huge, like at the size of a car.
It was bigger than you.
Yeah, it was way bigger than you. And then the law of physics caused people, like the amount of concussions caused by Hawker.
I'd love to see those statistics.
Because it would be crazy, dude. It was like in my gym class, half the football team was in my class. And I remember playing Hawker and just watching people who were not on the football team get fucking ruined. And it was like the most non-violent beatdown because people would go flying with the amount of force that you would have got hit by, except it's soft and the energy just throws you in the air like a superhero just hit you.
And it was co-ed.
Yeah. So then there was a mess.
Yeah. The only thing I ever exceeded in, like in gym, normally if I had the choice, I'd go up to the weight room and hide out up there. But volleyball, when we used to have to do those tournaments, I could place like serve like a motherfucker, and I would find the person on a team that sucked real bad, and I knew it, like one of the burnout girls or something. I'd be like, "You're fucked."
Just the Portuguese girl.
I would get like 9 or 10, 11, 12 serves, and we just keep scoring points because I would just keep play serving it. And that was the only thing I was ever good at.
Jock for a day.
For a day, that was it. I felt like
you get the
You have to be a
accolades of the
jock for
people
a
who normally
day, and
mean.
like everybody, like after gym, be like, dude, he was fucking crushing it today. What's up, Jay?
Nice one, Oliveira.
Yeah.
What's up? And then tomorrow you try to live up to that, and you're like, hey, what's up? I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
What's going on? They're like, oh, hey.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
One day,
Then they
one
fucking
day.
hit you in the head playing bombardment with the ball and laugh at you. Like, fuckers. Sons of bitches.
It's such a minor thing in the perspective of life, coming through life and graduating nearly 30 years ago and coming to where we are now. Like, to think about living in those moments and how much they meant in those times and how profound they were and how little effect they would have on us for the next 30 years is such a funny
Oh my
thing.
God, yeah. It's really insane. Like the biggest things in my world before I will, like, up until I graduated high school, were devastating, world-changing events.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh yeah, no, not really. Yeah, you and that girl from high school broke up. Oh no.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, but at the time it was just like, what the fuck? I'm never gonna come back from this.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna come back from this. How can I look at her tomorrow?
I'll tell you a story. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this or not. I was in 8th grade and I was graduating Kohannet School. And I remember I liked this girl, Melissa. And I don't know why. I was just wandering the school in the dark. Everybody was dancing. I was just wandering the school in the dark. And I came across Melissa and Eddie, and they were kissing. And I was just like, oh. And I ended up, I was on the stairs out front of the school and I was crying. And the principal came out and sat down with me, Mr. Faulkner. And he made things feel better. It was weird, like, because I was afraid of that dude. And he just put it all into perspective. He's like, you know what, man? You're going to go on to high school and you're not going to remember this moment. He said something along those lines and they'll always stick with me. I can't remember the exact wording, but
they'll always stick with me.
Well,
I can't remember exactly
what he said, but it'll always stick with me. The sentiment at heart.
The sentiment, yes, the sentiment will always stick with me. Where he put it into perspective and made me feel better. And I was like, wow, he's right. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, no, it's very funny, like how world-shattering minor things could be.
Yeah, and you have to wonder if that continues to be the the ground zero. Like in 10 years from now, will the things that are ground-shattering now be nothing then? I feel like they will be. I feel like they always will be.
Yes, because there was less perspective.
Yeah.
We had less time and less experience with the world. Like my view of the world was so small in high school.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have the interwebs yet either.
That's true.
It was coming soon. You getting a computer was life-changing for a lot of people.
I remember 94, my aunt buying me that. And I remember going to Lechmere and buying it and being like, I'm online for the first time. No, it wasn't AOL. Prodigy. Yeah. And then from that point forward, everything was like a blur. Now we hold the power 10, 20, 100 times the power of that computer in my hand right now at a fraction of the cost.
Yeah. Should we close this episode out? You think we've talked about school? Because we can always go back to high school again. All right, let's close this out.
All right.
Well, I think we really learned a lot tonight about high school and Jay's recollection that he went to school with us and whatever. We're not going to get into it, but you know what happened. And I think we learned something great about school, and it's different, and it's probably better. And cool. What do we say, Kaz?
Bye from space.
Bye from space, everybody.
Bye from space.
High from Space is brought to you by the Milky Way Public Radio Broadcast System and inserted either anally or orally. This week's episode was brought to you by Doug, the 17-pound potato. Is this real? It's real. Doug, the 17-pound potato. And Words Are Hard. When words get hard, you might want to see a doctor. Either that or you're just tripping.